Crazies, man. Y'all welcome back to the lab. I'm Lee. Y'all saw that title too as well, man. We're diving down the TikTok rabbit hole once again. That is right. We have TikToks to make you question your reality we live in, make you question everything, period. It's plain and simple. That's just how that works. Man, at any time, if you enjoyed this, man, y'all remember to hit that thumbs up, but subscribe because it is free, as well as leave me your comments down below. Which one of these kind of rattled your brain? So, without further ado, let's go hit it and get it. Let's go.
That son of a bitch had everything planned. You see the Comet 3L, Atlas, some say it's an alien ship. Listen to me. You won't believe this. Right before he died, Werner von Braun supposedly warned about the whole purpose behind all of this. Watch this.
I met the late Dr. Werner von Braun in early '74. At that time, von Braun was dying of cancer. What was most interesting to me was a repetitive sentence that he said to me over and over again during the approximately 4 years that I had the opportunity of working with him. And the funniest one of all was against what he called aliens, extraterrestrials. That would be the final card. And over and over and over during the 4 years that I knew him and was giving his speeches for him, he would bring up that last card. And remember, Carol, the last card is the alien card, and all of it, he said, is a lie.
I like that because hearing that, because it's so true. You know, we have been decepted for so long, and Van Patten, he's the one who sent us into space. He's also was good friends with Walt Disney. That's why Disney has the star go over the world as the firmament, because the only thing left on Von Braun's tombstone is Psalms 19:1. The glories, the heavens of God, and the firmament shows his handiwork. Don't quote me on that. I'll put it right there for you. But yeah, they're going to play this alien card. What do you think all these satellites are going up in space for? Or outer space or inner space? It's some weird shit, boy, I tell you right now.
Aspect of the AI and the machines taking over. We have cars that drive themselves, and that's a convenience right now, but soon there won't be a steering wheel, and it'll take you to the police station when you have outstanding parking tickets, and, it'll be like that. So we've got a lot to look forward to.
Yeah, don't we?
Lord.
Hey, you stowaways.
Are you speaking to us?
Get the truth.
There's gonna be a mutiny in a few minutes.
A mutiny?
Shh, keep your voice down. Yes, a mutiny. The captain thinks the world is around, see? But we all know it's a flat, right?
Of course it's flat. Sure, I know the world is flat.
Well, so do I. Everybody knows that.
Good. Then you're on our side. We're gonna take over the boat, throw Columbus in chains, and head for home.
Good idea. Otherwise, we'd
always.
Your head is heaven. Here's God in your brain, touching Adam. This is the head, the brain. In Genesis 32:30 in the Bible, Jacob named the place Peniel, for I have seen God face to face. This is the pineal gland in your head, which is heaven. Jacob also said in chapter 28, verse 10, there was a ladder that went to the ground and reached up to heaven. This ladder is your spinal cord up to heaven. The head is heaven because the pineal and pituitary gland are there. These are the two male and female spiritual glands in the brain. The pineal gland has piezoluminescent cells on it, which are crystals that activate when you turn on the pineal gland. The pineal gland emits light. It is the life force for your whole body. This is why we say enlightenment, because it literally is emitting light. And this book even explains how this tiny gland has been encoded in ancient symbols for centuries. The ancient symbol for the pineal gland is the pine cone. Here's the Sumerian god with it. The Vatican, the Pope, the pine cone is on top of Buddha's head. Egyptians knew the significance of this gland. It is the key to other worlds. You need to activate it. All of these religions are making you look outside of yourself. You need to look within yourself. That is where God is, and that's exactly the point. God, heaven, and enlightenment aren't out there. They're within you. This book of wisdom dives even deeper, decoding how the pineal gland, ancient symbols, and your own body were designed as gateways to higher consciousness. If this shifted your perspective even a little, imagine what unlocking the full book will do. You can find the book in the orange cart below. Don't miss it.
Now that right there is so true. As me, as a psychedelic shaman doing this for 9 years, opening up that pineal gland and seeing and opening up your third eye and actually being up there in, you should say, on their temple, on your throne. And I said on your throne because it's your throne. And also going down to your lower depths, your lower hell, if you want to say. But that's what it's about, it's about raising and rocking up and down the spine to release those hormones, those fluids, the ancient, they say, substance of life. It's the stories of Santa Claus and the whole chimney and the hickory dickory dock thing, but we can go on and on. But yes, it's all about you. You're the god, you're the goddess. Stop looking outside yourselves. Man, GATE program, this one's even scarier, man, I'm telling you. Has anybody been part of the GATE program? Because even myself has been just going down this rabbit hole and remembering.
So I finally remembered the name of the game that I used to play in the GATE program. I've seen a couple games mentioned, for example, Oregon Trail, which
as a kid
definitely seems familiar. The startup screen seems really familiar, but I think it may have been a little bit too advanced for where I was. I think I was in like first or second grade. So, and I've also have been trying to remember, considering people kind of triggering memories, like, being taken into a room and the room darkened so we could play video games. That definitely happened, but I have not been able to remember this game where we would like wander through hallways and go to different rooms, and I was like, it's like a detective kind of thing. I'm trying to remember, and I finally remembered it. It's and was able to put in the keywords to figure out 90s computer game, detective kind of thing, and look through what they had. Rescue. It is called Midnight Rescue.
Yeah.
That is the game. Does anybody else remember playing Midnight Rescue?
Now, in a sense of my life, the whole GATE program thing, it's really crazy because especially for us 80 kids in this generation, when we grew up, we had ear tests. There was so many, the pink and purple juice. I mean, it goes on and on. I mean, what are your stories about this whole GATE program and what they did to us in the 80s in school? I'm kind of curious, it's see if your memories are like mine or something like that. I'm so sad for our generation, the newer generation. I don't know what's wrong with us. And yeah, I'm laughing at this, but it is also sad.
So this dumbass kid put on a dog mask, went to a restaurant, and acted like a dog eating food. Does he identify as a dog or something? Bruh. This is indeed a mental illness. What the fuck is going on in this country?
They say thoughts and prayers when someone dies, but religion's been weaponized and polished with lies. Their prayers are thoughtless unless they're monetized, and their thoughts are godless, baptized in disguise. They cherry-pick scripture to justify the hate, excuse their cruelty and blame it on their faith, and venom-filled pastors spit poison through their teeth, while mega churches turn their nose up at people on the street. They said faith could move a mountain, but it can't erase my doubt when the ones who claim salvation keep on locking people out. If the kingdom is for everyone, then why do they decide who's worthy of redemption and who gets crucified? And love thy neighbor has become a meaningless phrase because when we try to love our neighbors, they scream judgment in our face. They told me God is love, but I only see the hate. Scripture twisted like a knife while they legislate the fate. And if faith is such a weapon, then it's pointed at the poor while the preacher buys a mansion and still asks his flock for more. So maybe God is real or maybe he's a lie, because I can't find salvation in a God that justifies children starving, women bleeding, men who murder in his name, fake Christians farming faith while they get rich off of the pain. So if you're listening, God, then tell me where you've been, because I can't see the light through all this corporate sin. Or maybe you were never there, just stories to control, a leash around our necks while they're profiting off of souls. And if love is truly sacred, then I'll carve it in my skin and wear it like a weapon in a world consumed by sin. I'll spit their thoughts and prayers right back like bile in my throat, because the God they claim to worship is not the God I know. And if heaven is for hypocrites, then I'll burn without regret, because at least I'll die in honesty and not drowning in their debt.
Man, deep. That was deep and so true. That is right. Everything's been weaponized against us. Everything that's supposed to help us learn, elevate, and educate ourselves has been weaponized. religion's been weaponized. Well, it was weaponized way in the beginning because you already know Yahuwah or Joshua never wanted to be worshipped. And, you know, he's not really listening to anybody in them churches because, damn it, he told y'all don't worship even a goddamn fucking church. And it's so fucking true. And she's right. And the funny thing is, and I'm going to say this now, the God that all the Christians are worshiping is not the right God. It's the wrong fucking God. It's not the right God. They're worshiping the wrong God. And they're worshiping a deity. They're worshiping an idol. They're worshiping outside themselves. That's why they're not listening. That's why nothing's working over there. But she's so right. It's all been weaponized. It's all been there. And it's kind of sad that when us as spiritual people, we wake and we see this stuff and we're helping the people, it's like God's hand, I'm talking about the Christians, are the ones that say, oh, well, come in here, we'll help you even more. And it doesn't work that way. Let's go.
I don't get jealous of other girls because I was raised in a cloning lab to be the perfect woman for Hugh M. Hefner. So other than the fact that my IQ is probably a little higher than he would like, I have nothing to worry about.
Yeah, clone.
Is it a clone or not?
Oh, now you know going about cloning. Cloning techniques, since 1938, they've been making clone people. There's 8 countries making clones. I have a doctor friend that all it does is treat the clones.
Where do you get your information?
I get it from some of the people that are willing to come forth, and they talk to me because they hope I'll put the information out because they always got 2 people following them and they may be killed. If I start talking about cloning too much, the people that get involved into that you disappear on it. So I don't go into too many more detail.
All we have left are the clothes on my back and the clothes in my freezer. 43 is missing again. To replace my beloved hounds with teacup poodles.
My conspiracy.
You didn't know? Well, let me show you. Let's get a little bit closer, shall we? This was released in 2000. It was originally done in 1957. This is the number you can look it up by. Firmament. You can find it on page 19. Here's where they talk about the near and local sun, flat earth, and firmament again. This isn't a theory or a guess. These are their own words. They didn't use the word atmosphere. They said firmament, a biblical term for the solid dome above the earth. These images prove beyond a doubt that the CIA approved document from 1957 that explicitly uses the word firmament, flat earth, near sun halo, and discusses the brightness behavior over a flat surface.
How is a man pregnant? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, technically, you're not a man.
I am a man.
I'm sorry to inform you. You have woman body parts.
Anatomy-wise, yes.
And you can give birth, and you can...
How dare you? Where is your bedside manner?
I tried to have bedside manners, and I tried to tell you, as a doctor, that we have been going over the charts, and the charts states that you are 6 weeks pregnant. I'm sorry.
So let's pretend that this is real, which it isn't because I'm a man.
This is what I'm saying is wrong with our country. I understand, she probably, identifies as he, him. But if you're a female, you should automatically know you get fucking pregnant. And then you're arguing with the doctor, telling you what it really is. And it's just so stupid. This is what makes me so angry sometimes in this fucking world, because we have the most no-brained NPCs. I was going to say those stupidest fucking people in the world, but the stupid NPCs this is what's wrong. It's like something's clicked over to just, something in the food, the water. This is fucking retarded, sorry. It is.
Popeye never ate spinach. He consumed canned Pervitin, military methamphetamine, and they showed an addict as children's hero, frame 1.234. The can has code P94 on bottom, not production number. It's Pervitin 94 milligrams,
94
standard military
milligrams
meth dose
of meth.
distributed to Navy in 1942. From opening can to becoming violent takes exactly 3 seconds. Know how long inhaled methamphetamine takes for full effect? Exactly 3 seconds. But wait, it gets more disturbing. Frame 2.847 shows pupils dilating from 2 millimeters to 8 millimeters in 0.3 seconds. Right eye always closed. Facial paralysis from overdose documented in 87% of amphetamine abuse cases. Notice the superhuman strength lasting exactly 3 minutes. That's
Popeye's
meth's
the
peak
reason
window.
why I love
Then he returns
spinach.
to normal, exhausted. Classic post-stimulant crash cycle. And you never notice the most obvious. Olive oil appears with the can in 91% of scenes. She's not girlfriend, she's
she's
dealer.
the plug.
Her name is literally olive oil. Oil used to dissolve injectable methamphetamine in the 40s. Actually, Bluto tries destroying cans in 89 of 94 episodes.
He's trying to
Not
stop
He's
his
the only
addiction.
character trying to stop addiction, but always gets beaten by the violent addict. And the part that destroyed my childhood. Creator E.C. Segar died from overdose in 1938. Age 43. Same life expectancy of a meth addict. Popeye was never strong sailor.
Just
He was
hot.
self-portrait of a dying addict that every generation.
Oh yeah. I don't even want to talk about this stuff, man. It kills me. Vegetables? That's an onion. Like it's clear. That's watermelon. That ain't watermelon. That ain't watermelon at all. We saw one of these the other day with banana wings. Last year, I think I posted. Where that? Avocado. Look at that goddamn sponge. It is a sad time in the world, you know, especially as you saw that food. It's so real. You know, I don't know if you've seen all this stuff. All of our food has bioengineered ingredients in it. It's appalling. I've read everything now. It's sad, and I really don't have anything in my refrigerator or my cabinets because everything is bioengineered. And so we've got to be careful what we're feeding and eating now these days. But everything, it's just terrible. What is going on in our world right now? What they're doing to us, it needs to stop. Man, there's a lot of lessons in this. I hope you got some of those. If you did, man, which one was your favorite one? Which one got you? And man, I just, I can't wait to wake up this world the way it is. So, like I said before, many of you enjoyed this at any time, man. You remember to do all those 3 things I told you to do earlier. If you like, it's all free. Then, with that also said, man, you keep your mind open because those eyes will always see everything in front of you, man. Now listen.
I'm going to hang up this phone, and then I'm going to show these people what you don't want them to see. I'm going to show them a world without you. A world without rules and controls, without borders or boundaries. A world where anything is possible. Where we go from there is a choice I leave to you.